I don't know where this one's going to end up, actually, because I'm not sure if or when or what I'm going to share it on, but I wanted to share it because it's just so cool. It's like a meditation experience that I had, and it's a really, 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 really simple, but like really, really, really fucking difficult meditation to do. It does actually say, I didn't say it was going to be fun in the book that I read it in, and it's a real traditional Reiki meditation. I got the original handbook, and it's in that, the translated version. So it's from the man himself, Mikao Usui, if that is how you say his name. So, it's like, I don't know, it's fucking powerful. It's fucking powerful. I just had a complete mystical experience from it, which I don't think you're supposed to. It's like I've got a bit cowboy with it, but it's because it's so intense. It's really mega. So it's just, as ever, it starts with the breath. But if you're an advanced breather, you'll kind of know this or be able to do this. But you still, there's various ways of breathing meditation. There's various techniques that people sort of swear by and use. And this is the one where you're flowing in and out of, breath is breathing you, life is breathing you. So it's like, simplistically, you just do your diaphragmatic breathing. If your lungs are a vase, they fill up from the bottom. Or you just imagine your lungs are in your tummy, and your tummy goes out when you breathe. And taking a deeper breath doesn't mean going and breathing up here. It just means breathing in for longer, and just feeling your tummy fill up. And I've been taught to breathe like this in Qigong, in Tai Chi, and in yoga. That sort of bit at the back of your nose, that really feeling it. It's sort of almost the bit where you snore, but you get a sense of pulling the air in from within you. And that's where you get that sense of then going to the air. And it needs to be like that, because you then need to really slow your breathing down till it's almost like inaudible. You need to just flow. Really, really just be as still as you can with everything. One technique I've used before is just like let all my conscious thoughts happen, but then imagine that they're up there. And I can exist and experience here while they're all still happening. Or touching the void, not the one where you get sucked off balconies and cliffs, because that's the one that I get. You get a feeling that you're getting sucked off, or you want to just vault a balcony, or want to just run up and vault over it. I think that's called touching the void. It's Tushala something. But touching the void in sort of mentally in meditation is at the top of your in-breath. So just before you breathe out, there's a gap in your thinking. There's always a gap in your thinking. And it's about trying to just notice that and make it bigger until the point where you go, yeah, I'm doing it. And then you realise you've had a thought and you've lost it. And that's the kind of meditation this is. It's sort of, I'll call it Buddhist meditation, where the meditation isn't emptiness or stillness, it's focus. It's total focus. And that's what you need to do with this, is just totally focus on where your two middle fingers meet. You put your hands in prayer and push them in. So it's a lot of body awareness, and it drives you up the wall. It will drive you kimpotty, mate. Because in order to be really focused on that point, you're suddenly really aware of all your other fingers and the points where you're, like the balls of your hands meet, and all the points where you can feel skin against skin. But it's about really trying to just focus in on that point. And for me, it becomes like a little ball, right? That almost is pulling them together, but I can feel it pulsing. But it feels like each finger is holding that ball, but it's made of skin. It's made of my skin, and I can feel it, but it's like it's inside and outside at the same time. And that's where I get the connection, and that's where I feel it start to really join and pulsate, and that's the center, that's the focus. But the other reason it's fucking hard is because loads of magical shit starts to happen. And it's literally, I wrote a poem about it, because it then felt like this beam was coming into here, into my heart, and down here to my solar plexus. and I could feel all these sort of triangulated points of energy, and then like above my eyes was this lightness, you know, like when you close your eyes and there's this sort of swirls of things and maybe shapes and slight blinks, brain activity. But I could feel it, and it felt light and odd, and then it came in and it seemed to line up with here and here and here, and it was intense. It was like really fucking intense, but it takes so much getting there. And like, I don't know if I'm getting it wrong. Like I've always said, just be a soul cowboy, just like start feeling this shit, start doing this shit, and just have your own experience. And like, I've been doing it every day for about 4 days now. They say 20 minutes, but 20 minutes, many minutes, mate. Start where you are with anything, with meditation. Just start where you are. If you can do 10 seconds, 5 seconds, 4 seconds, 1. Start where you are. It does say in the book, you'll know after 3 or 4 days if it's for you or not. Because it's not for everyone, apparently. So it's quite advanced, but it's so powerful. I wanted to share it in some way, and it's something anyone can do. Energy's always out there. I mean, this could maybe be because I'm Reiki 3. That's why all the cosmic shit happens to me. I don't know, or maybe I'm more maybe I'm more willing and more open. That's all anyone needs to be. But there's a definite like flow that you can really feel, an energetic flow that you can really feel and connect with, and like that's just the start of it. And it is one of the sort of part of the 3 pillars of Reiki, and each Reiki session is this position. But my God, if you really focus on it, you can make it do some magical shit. And like, so for the times that I've been experiencing all this intensity from it, it's actually like, well, I'm not really focusing on nothing but the point where my 2 fingers meet. So I have to keep trying to bring it back to that every fucking half second if I have to. For as many times as you can say, back to those 2 fingers, you can start again. For as long as you're doing it, you can keep just starting again and keep just starting again and keep just starting again. But oh my God, it just makes everything come alive. It makes everything come alive. Doesn't it, Gez? Can you feel the magic? Yeah. He does love it when I've been doing Reiki, don't you? He always wants to come and scram some. So let's have a little animal Reiki session with Gez, I think, if he wants one. And I will decide whether or not I'm actually going to publish this and where.